Hi guys, it's Kaya Jean Banks, and this video isn't planned. Yeah, uh, sorry, there's not gonna be any music, so that's not gonna have any suspense whatsoever. Right, I already kind of have them on my hand, so that's what the video is gonna be about. You can already sort of see them, but I'm gonna like swatch them again on the inside so you get a better thing. Basically, I was looking back at some of my recent videos, and yes, before I say that, sorry, hair is a mess. I don't care. Right, so I was looking back on some of my recent videos, and one of the ones that I did when I started uploading a little bit more regularly was a lipstick swatch video. Yeah. So since then, I have that dark red maroony type lipstick. And I also have two new lipsticks, one of which I've already done a makeup look on, and the other one I'm going to swatch for you now, and then I will do a makeup look on it. I'm just sort of like, yeah, so basically what I'm going to do with this is rather than just like go through the colours, I don't have liners to go with these ones because they are liquid lipsticks. All of these are just liquid lipsticks. They're not like normal in the tube solid lipsticks. They're liquid. And basically, yeah, I'm just gonna go through and like explain if I like them, how it works, like do I like the feel of them, are they too drying, anything like that. But basically, first things first, none of them are too drying. I mean, I haven't really worn the white one on its own yet, but I'm gonna do that at some point. So I'm gonna start with the lightest colour, which you're told with lipstick, liquid lipsticks that you should shake them before you use them, because then that way you get a more solid colour. Or something. It's not even about that, is it? It's because over time liquid lipsticks settle and they separate. That's what Jeffree Star said. And basically you shake it to sort of like remix it, basically. So this one, I mean, I've obviously swatched it already for my own personal sort of thing. I tested it the other day and then I retested it today. Basically, this one, I'll do a swatch first so you can sort of see as I'm explaining. Okay. Sorry, I'm really bad at this, but I think since that video I'm already better at talking than I was. So here is the first one. So from that, it's not completely solid. Like, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of solid, but then you can sort of see through it a little bit at the same time. As you can see on this one, which is a bigger swatch, it's sort of a little bit streaky and like kind of patchy, but he said himself that it is a little bit like that, but the best way to solve that is afterwards, once this one's dried, you basically just sort of like pat a little bit more into the patchy places rather than streaking it a second time. So you just like pat it over the top with using the applicator, and that solidifies it a bit more. I haven't got a swatch of that, I'm sorry, but I did it the other day and it was still fine, and it went solid and it was fine. The only problem is, like, even this one I've had on here for like a couple of hours. Well, it's not as bad there, but it's slightly tacky, and like when it dries there, like it takes like quite a while. Like, this one is probably one of the longer drying ones, and it's probably about 3 or so minutes, and it still feels tacky even when it's dry and when it looks dry. So me personally, what I do there is I get a white eyeshadow, either a completely solid plain one, or you can get like setting powders, I suppose, or something like that. But I get like a solid white eyeshadow that's a little bit glittery because I like glittery stuff, and I literally just pat that over the top. using a eyeshadow brush, and then that way it stops it feeling tacky on your lips, because nothing is more annoying than a tacky lipstick. Yeah. Right, so next, even though this is probably like my favourite one, I'm going to do the green, and I'm going to try and speed these up, because that's probably the one that I had the most to say about, and the red one I'll have quite a bit to say about, but this one is sort of pretty self-explanatory, and no, I'm not sponsored by him to do this. I got these for Christmas from my boyfriend, and I just felt like making a video for anyone that's interested in buying Jeffree Star's lipsticks. I don't have experience with his lipsticks or anything else before. These are the only two I have, but I will already say that I am planning to get more, because I love them. Like, even though the white ones are a little bit tacky and stuff, I still love it. So yeah. So this one is Mistletoe, which is the green one, which I have shaken. So I'll try and keep it separate so you can get a... Okay. So yeah, so with the first one, you probably want to do at least 2, maybe 3 coats, and like dab it on some of them. This one, I would say, I mean, you can get away with 1 coat, possibly. Like, if you, no, that's a bad swatch. If you were to do a good swatch, then you could, I don't know. I'd probably still do the second coat. I always do 2 coats, because that way then it comes out completely solid. This one dries really well. Like, I've done a bad swatch, so it's kind of thick in a little bit of it on this one. But this one earlier, like, this doesn't feel tacky really. The green one on my lips never does. It's not really drying. I can't say the same for the white. I haven't had it on there long enough, whereas I've gone out and had the green one on all day and it's been fine. It barely comes off. I mean, depending on what you eat/drink, like if you're eating quite greasy foods, then it does come off a little bit in the middle, but the rest of the colour stays on. I even forgot to take it off when I went to sleep one night, and it was still pretty much solid on there the next morning. And I'm an open mouth breather. Sometimes, you know, like a snore, I like cough in my sleep and stuff, and like a dribble comes out. I know it's disgusting, but it happens. So yeah, that happens, and it still stays on even with that. Like, I could be drinking a drink and it doesn't come off at all. This green one is totally kiss proof. The white one, however, has like, you get, like, it's not doing it now on this swatch, but on this swatch, you like tiny little bits of white come off, like bits of white residue come off. However, with the green, like, it's not quite dry yet. It takes a minute to dry. They all do. But like the green one, it doesn't, like, there are no little bits that come off, or at least, I mean, I've seen some people where they have, but mine, it doesn't do that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry, this is still long. I was trying to make a quick video. I mean, it's only 3 bloody lipsticks, but then I am going into more detail. Ugh. Right, so this is the last one. This is not a Jeffree Star lipstick, obviously. This is a Maybelline New York lipstick. It is one of the Superstay 24 Ultimate Red. There's quite a few in the range. I'm not exactly sure which one this is. It says Always Crimson, so it's quite a sort of dark, bloodish reds one. So yeah, I don't really have any sort of like idea of what it would be a dupe for. I don't know. Right, so this is the last swatch. I'm just really bad at swatching, I'm sorry. Because I'm making all of these look kind of streaky, even though they're not. Well, the white one actually come out really well there. Okay, there we go. This one, it has the lipstick on one side, and then to make it so it's kiss proof or food proof, I guess, even though it's still, they all gonna come off a little bit in the middle if you eat stuff, especially greasy stuff, obviously, in the same way that like a really strong makeup remover would get rid of them. It's the same. Or like, well, I mean, my face wipes do, but then I have to have face wipes that are like, because I have like dermatitis and stuff, I have to have like ones that are more sensitive on your skin. But this comes with a sealant, which is like literally kind of like Vaseline, and the smells of these. Sorry, I forgot to show you the actual swatch. Oh god, the angle is so bad. Sorry. Hey, there we go. Okay, yeah, this one's a lot less streaky. I still apply 2 coats just because it can be ever so slightly patchy. I apply 2 coats with even normal lipsticks a lot of the time. Like, I go over it, you know? It happens. But yeah, with this one, it comes with its sealant, which sort of gets, it's like Vaseline, and it just basically, that comes off instead of the colour. Whereas if you don't put that on there, like, I mean, this swatch that I have on the back of my hand, that I think I actually did 2 coats of it, so it kind of cheated a little bit. I forgot to do 2 coats of the others to show you what it would look like solid. But, yeah, that one's got the sealant over the top, and as you can see, nothing's come off. Whereas here, like, tiny bits of residue has come off. After you put on the sealant, that doesn't happen. So maybe, once the white one's dry, if you want it to look glossy and you don't want any white residue to come off, you could always use some, like, Vaseline or something. It would make it glossy, and then it would also stop it being, like, you know, coming off. So the green and the white are both matte. They're liquid to matte. Whereas this one is sort of like, it's like a normal lipstick. It's not matte. It looks sort of like shiny a little bit, especially after you put the sealant on. Even before, it's like not really like matte as such. It's like kind of matte, but not really. And the smells. That's what I was gonna say about. The smell of this one is fucking amazing. It's the best. It smells kind of cakey. I don't know. Kind of sweety, but then the smell doesn't go, like, once you put it on, to even after you take it off, like, the smell stays. I accidentally kept this one on. Sorry, Facebook. I accidentally kept this one on once when I went to bed. I forgot to take it off, and that stayed on really well as well. Like, this one's a lot harder to get off with a face wipe. Like, I have to fucking scrub at this one to get it off. But I tend to find that the longer I leave it on, the harder it is to get off. Whereas if I only leave it on like a couple of hours, it's usually a little bit easier. Whereas the Jeffree Star ones, they're still quite hard to get off. When I try and take them off with a makeup wipe, I have to like scrub it again. But I don't know. Yeah, they're still just as good. Really, they stay on really well as well. Well, I mean, I'm not totally sure about the white one. However, I did these swatches like either yesterday or the day before, I forget, and I forgot to take them off. And they were on there for about a day, and they'd faded slightly, but they were still pretty much on there. You could see them properly. Yeah, the only thing about the Jeffree Star ones is the smell. I wish he'd make it a little bit more of a, like, sweetie confectionery smell, because at the moment it kind of smells a little bit on the chemical side, even though, like, it's totally vegan, and eye safe, which is why I did, like, eyeliner with it and stuff. But, yeah, I mean, it doesn't really bother me. I don't tend to buy a lipstick for the smell. I buy it because I like the colour and how well it stays on. So I don't really care. You know, I like the Jeffree Star lipsticks anyway, but I would say if there's anything that he can improve on, it's probably the smell of them. Because they're not horrible or anything, and they're not, like, unless you've actually got it right near your nose and you're sniffing it, it's not really noticeable. But with this one, I don't even put it near my nose, and like as soon as I take it out and like unscrew it and that, like I'm like, oh, it's a really nice smell, and I think they all smell like this. Because my mum has a few of these ones. Like she bought this one, but she was meant to get it in a lighter shade, and she actually she didn't mean to buy it in this shade, and she was like, "Oh, well, you're a goth, Kaya. Here you go." And I was like, "I'm not actually a goth, but thank you anyway. I've always wanted this sort of thing. It was the start of my liquid lip collection. This is the first one I ever got, so yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling yet again. It was meant to be a short video, but yeah, this wasn't planned. That's why it's probably longer than it should have been. Even though I don't write scripts, I don't edit my videos or anything. That's just that. And you can expect over the next couple of days before I go back up to Hove where I live, while I'm still back in my hometown, you can expect the white liquid lipstick makeup look. I haven't decided exactly what I'm gonna do yet. I'm probably gonna do like white eyeliner and white lips, but I don't know. Comment down below on what you think I should do. Like, because I think it was Drac Makins did something that was really cool. Like, she did like block white eyes, and then she put all these like circles that kind of look like coloured Cheerio type things. I think they're meant to be like Fruit Loop sort of things, American. But yeah, just comment below what you think I should do. However, she doesn't have like dramatic bushy, well, not dramatic, but just like fat off eyebrows like mine. So it might not work so well on me. Doing that sort of thing. However, I don't want to do the same look that someone else has done anyway. I kind of want to do my own thing, but I'll probably have already done my base makeup for it. But comment whether I should like do the contouring like I have been doing, where I've had the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight, or whether I should just like just have the highlight, or just have like a plain face like with just foundation. Because I don't know, I think it might work better without all the bronzer and stuff, because then it will be like more focusing on it rather than like, oh, look at all that harsh coloured blusher and bright coloured, like it's not like I use massively bright stuff, but sometimes I do put on a bit much blush, so yeah. Yeah, just like comment and let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That would be appreciated, because I actually I'm trying to post more videos now, and I would like to see an improvement. Like, not an improvement, I guess, but just like, it kind of feels at the moment like I'm trying, but I'm not really getting very far. Like, not that I expect it to happen overnight, but like, I don't know, like, I see people that, like, get all these subscribers in a short period of time, and it just sort of makes me feel like, why can't I have that? Like, I don't know, but, I mean, hey, like, comment, subscribe, if you haven't already, I guess. Feels like I've heard that somewhere before. But yeah, I mean, hey, if you really want to, share my page on Facebook or Tumblr or wherever you have your main social platform. Yeah. Sorry, this was only meant to be like a 10-minute video, and it's 20. I'm very sorry. God. That was my laptop going into the screeny mode because I hadn't moved anything in a while. I'm sorry. I'm rambling again. Right. Bye. I'll see you in the next video, guys.